hey, welcome. Welcome to Hygiene 101, Getting Back to Basics. Now, I wanted to make a disclaimer right out of the chute today, other than my daily, I'm good, totally normal, nothing to worry about. Let y'all know I am wearing my lab coat today and an extra layer of protection, but nothing that I say here today has been vetted or approved by the CDC, the American Medical Association, or the American Veterinary Association. This is just real talk amongst friends. You know, we're in a period of hyper vigilance and extreme sanitation right now, rightfully so. I don't think anyone can argue with that. And I thought, let's use this opportunity as a foundation, a jumping off point to set some good habits that are going to stay with us and hopefully capitulate us into a time of greater safety for all. And I keep rolling around this story that I heard a couple weeks ago. A friend of mine who is a dance teacher has this awesome podcast, and he was chatting with another dance instructor, and she was telling this story about how before a class or event that she was having, she went into the bathroom to set things up, probably make sure things were cool, and she took in a pack of those paper towels that have a band around them, prepackaged, I'm sure you've seen them, and then went on to teach her class and noticed probably 10 men coming in and out of the bathroom. And afterwards, she went in to, again, probably straighten up before she went, and she noticed that no paper towels had been used because the band wasn't broken. Gross. That's just gross. So clearly, that tells me that we need to go back to some basics. So I'm here for you. Now let's start with something that we are probably all hearing a lot about right now, which is washing your hands. Wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands. We've seen the videos, do a little dance, sing a little song, whatever it takes. I told you a couple days ago that love and light comes through the cracks. And I told you yesterday, straight talk, hair comes through those cracks. Unwanted hair comes through those cracks. And today I'm going to tell you, you know what else comes through those cracks? Germs. Germs come through those cracks. So you know what? You got to take care of your business. Don't be the nasty McNasterson on your block, in your family, in your social circles. Don't be awkward. Just do it. Now, one of the reasons that we are being told that we need to wash our hands so much is because we have a tendency to touch our faces. We touch ourselves. Did you go there? I went there. I thought that was funny. I mean, what's the point of having a conversation about hygiene and sanitation if you can't make a dirty joke, right? So let's talk about bathing. Several years ago, I was on a flight coming back from Venezuela, and I was chatting the whole way back with a lovely lady. And we got on the topic of hygiene and bathing. And she said to me at one point that Americans smell like detergent. And I think I politely laughed. I mean, what else are you going to do? And I thought, is that a compliment or a diss? Well, I think she probably thought the latter, and I thought the former. To be honest with you, I don't really have a problem smelling like detergent compared to some other things that are going on out there. Sorry, not sorry. Funny, not funny, honey. I typically take one shower or one bath a day. Sometimes two, and on occasion three. Just depends on what's up. I use a lightly scented soap. Highly recommend it. You don't need a lot of scent, but you got to make sure that you get in all the cracks and crevices, take care of all your parts. If you're using the right kind of soap, it's not going to irritate your privates, so just take note. Don't worry about that. Just take care of it. And I'm going to just give you a little bonus piece of advice here. Make sure you change your underoos once a day, at least once a day. Now, no judgment, whatever you choose to marinate in at home on your own time. But when you go out, it's a socially acceptable thing to do. Straight talk. When you come home, you can again do what you want to do, but let me give you another piece of advice. Before you go to bed, take those underoos off. Those parts need to air out. Better for everybody, trust me. So I'm a Virgo. I've mentioned that, I think. A couple of you may already know that about me. And I was born as a Virgo under the sign and sun of orderliness, cleanliness. Hell, I'm even anal. I'm just going to flat out say it. So I put into practice a lot of things that come easily to me that may not come easily to you. But I thought, let me just share some of my tips that might help you ongoingly. Just, again, shore up those basics. And so the first thing that I was thinking about is hair. Now, you might not know it at the moment, but I am really into keeping things tidy. I mean, we're kind of in an unusual time. I won't judge you if you don't judge me, all right? But ongoingly, it's good no matter what your style is. I don't care. You do you. You let your freak flag fly. Long hair, short hair, frizzy hair, afro. I don't care. You do it. My only request is, just do some maintenance. Yesterday was Maintenance Monday. Let's keep that going. Take care of it a little bit. Trim it. Do what you got to do. And fellas, as you get older, hair starts growing in other places too. Let's just be real. That's honest. So when you go in to get your dome cut or whatever you do, ask your barber to trim those runaway eyebrow hairs and trim the hair that's sprouting out of your ears. As far as the nose hairs, I'm imagining that they don't take care of that, but you can buy some little handy tools to take care of those pesky nose hairs online. Now, ladies, we don't have to worry about that quite as much, but in all honesty, it does happen to us sometimes too. So I just say, stay on top of your business. You want to look good. Again, Maintenance Monday, feeling good gives you a little bit of a confidence boost. So since I have the floor, I thought I would also share some of my pet peeves. Number 1, eye boogers. Now, we have these incredible peepers that are self-cleaning and do so much for us, but sometimes we have got to pick up the slack and help out. So first of all, let's go back to number 1, wash your hands, and then take care of that, move it out of the way. I mean, I don't think anybody wants to see it. I know I don't. If you don't want to touch your face, it's your prerogative, but one of my favorite bathroom tools is the Q-tip. I love me a Q-tip. You can take care of so many things with Q-tips. How do you get a Kleenex to dance? You put a little boogie in it. Pet peeve number 2. Fresh breath is a priority of my life. I don't know about you, but it has been for as long as I can remember. So because 2 of the things that I participate in is that I dance and I swim. And both of those can bring you into close contact with other human beings. So I have pretty much taken out raw onions and garlic out of my diet because, you know what, that stuff stanks. I mean, sometimes cooked garlic and onions do too, and it lasts for more than a day. You think it doesn't, but let me tell you, that odor is wafting after you. And not only is it coming out of your pores, it's coming out of your mouth hole pores too. So if you're breathing hard on me, no bueno. So, you know what? Just think about those things. Of course, it's got to brush the chompers, please floss. I mean, I know I have to pay for my own insurance and I pay for my dentist too, but I make that a priority because healthy teeth, I mean, you look good, you feel good, and that's sanitation at a certain level too. Fresh breath. Number 3, dirty fingernails. Oh, can't stand it. So, you know what? If you can't keep them clean, then just keep them short. That's my advice. But if you are, even if they're short, you know what? Just get something that will clean them out. Just run right under the surface and get that dirt out. I always think to myself, if I'm seeing dirt in there, what else is fermenting under those fingernails? I throw up in my mouth a little bit and I try to move on, but gross. Finally, number 4. I mean, I shouldn't even have to say this, but you know what? Considering the time that we live in, sneezing. I cannot believe the number of people that I see sneezing without covering their mouth at all. Now, first of all, you shouldn't be covering your mouth with your hand. I mean, I give a little bit of leeway to people who are older and perhaps didn't learn this, but at this point, I think this is common knowledge. You do not sneeze into your hand, ever. I can't believe how many people I see sneeze into their hands on the dance floor and just go right out there. Grode. That is grow day. So, you know what? We've learned, hopefully you've learned, to sneeze into your elbow. Remember the dab? I mean, make it a dance. We're dancers, work with it. So I'm hoping that you're finding some of these things helpful. Of course, I am sending love and light out onto the grid. I'm feeling you, just trying to help. And I love you, even if you don't clean your fingernails. All right.